Hi, I'm Kirsten. Welcome to 1 + 1 is 3. Today I'm going to be talking about natural family planning. In my video a few weeks ago about timing sex for pregnancy, I mentioned that your body gives off certain signs around your fertile window. Natural family planning, or fertility awareness, involves keeping a track of these signs on a chart. There are loads of apps out there for keeping track of your chart on your phone, so I'd recommend having a look at some of those. The first sign to put on your chart is your basal body temperature. This goes up ever so slightly just after ovulation because there's a huge increase in the heat-inducing hormone progesterone in your blood. On a fertility chart, ovulation will be shown as the day before your temperature rises. So the chart will show a pattern of low temperatures followed by high temperatures. Your temperature then stays higher until the first day of your next menstrual cycle, which is the first day of your period. But if you're pregnant, it stays high. The rise in temperature is normally about 0.2 degrees Celsius, so we're talking minuscule amounts here. So some things to try and remember when you're taking your basal body temperature are to do it at the same time every day, to do it first thing in the morning before you start moving around and raising your temperature, and also that you need a really accurate thermometer. They don't recommend the in-ear ones for this. Here are some things that can influence your basal body temperature. Make sure you make a note of any of these things on your chart so that you can see why there might be an unexplained reading. The next thing to start charting is your cervical fluid. This gives you clues about how much estrogen there is in your blood. Cervical fluid is produced by your cervix in the run-up to ovulation. The consistency of it changes over your menstrual cycle, so it's one of the best ways to tell whether you're fertile. Your cervical fluid pattern can vary from cycle to cycle and also from woman to woman, but here's what a typical cycle might be. Immediately after your period, there is little or no cervical fluid. After a few days, there's normally a cervical fluid that could be described as sticky but not wet. It's not great for sperm survival, but these days could be marked as possibly fertile. After this, most women usually notice a kind of creamy cervical fluid. At this point, you might feel a bit wet down there, and that indicates possible increased fertility. The next type of cervical fluid is the most fertile. It looks and feels a little bit like raw egg white. This fluid is the most friendly and receptive to sperm and can help act as a transport for it. After ovulation, cervical fluid dries up quite quickly and it stays that way until the next cycle. There are a few things which might affect the quality and quantity of your cervical fluid, so make sure that you record these on your chart. So by recording all these things on your chart, you can see when you're likely to be ovulating, when to expect your period, and when it's time to take a pregnancy test. To see more videos like this, make sure you hit subscribe below, and if you like this one, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks very much for watching.